Closure is a decision, not a conversation. Hey, welcome to Rooted with Renie. I'm Renie. This space is for faith, healing, and growth. And today, we're talking about something many of us wait for, closure, and what it looks like when that closure never comes from the other person. Many of us were taught that closure comes from one last conversation, an apology, an explanation, or finally being understood. So we wait. We rehearse what we'd say. We imagine how it would go. We believe that once we hear their side, we'll finally be free. But the truth is, a lot of people never get that moment. And waiting for it can quietly keep you stuck. Closure is not something someone gives you. Closure is something you decide. It's the moment you stop needing. You stop needing validation, understanding, agreement, or even permission. Permission to move forward. Closure says, I don't need answers to have peace. I don't need an apology to heal. And I don't need no more conversations to let it go. Sometimes conversations don't bring clarity. Sometimes they reopen wounds, create more confusion, lead to defensiveness, or give false hope. And if we're honest, sometimes we don't actually want closure. Sometimes we want comfort. Sometimes we want acknowledgement. Sometimes we want to feel chosen again. And that's human. But your healing cannot depend on someone else's response. There are times when God allows things to end quietly, not because you didn't matter, not because you weren't worth an explanation, but because peace doesn't always require answers. Sometimes moving forward means trusting that what you didn't get wasn't necessary for where you're going. Closure without a conversation can look like this: not reaching out, not revisiting the past, not explaining yourself, not reopening doors that you worked hard to close. It's closing peace over proof, healing over history, forward over familiar. That's what it is. You don't need to go back to prove you're healed. You don't need to hear sorry to move on, and you don't need one last conversation to be free. Some endings don't come with answers. They come with acceptance. And acceptance is powerful. If you're waiting for closure today, hear this. You don't need their words to have your peace. You don't need a conversation to move forward. Closure begins the moment you decide to stop waiting and to start healing. Thank you for listening to Rooted with Renie. Bye.